Here underneath the Buick Lucerne, we have the evap canister right here. It's this whole module right here underneath the car. And the canister vent valve, I can't get to it, but is on the top side of the canister here. Can't see it from down here, but yeah, there's lines there. It goes to the fuel tank back there. Can't see it from here. But yeah, fuel tank's under the trunk. It's connected to the canister here.
Right here on the Lucerne, here's our evap purge solenoid. It's this whole black assembly right here and this line coming out.
Here we have the wiring diagram for the Lucerne with the 3900 V6. Here we have the evaporative emissions canister purge solenoid valve. So this is that purge valve in the engine bay. This green wire here just goes to a control in the PCM here. Yeah, canister purge solenoid. The red wire goes to a fuse, the fuse block here. Then over here, we have the fuel tank pressure sensor. Dark green wire is the signal. This wire here goes to the ECM. And the last wire goes up to the low reference. And lastly, we have the canister vent solenoid valve with a black wire that goes here to the ECM as well. Here it's the vent solenoid control. And then red and white wire that goes to the fuse block again. Here we have the description operation for the evap system on the Lucerne. And it just goes over, here it has a diagram of all the components in the system, numbered, and then labels down here. Here it just explains the basic function of the evap system in reference to all the different components, such as the canister vent solenoid and the purge solenoid. Here describes a few tests here, so like a valve leak test, large leak, vent restriction, small leak tests, as well as a brief description of pretty much every component in the evap system as well. Here on the Lucerne, got some of the PIDs pulled up here for the evap system. So here it says the evap vent solenoid is venting currently. Right now we are key on but engine off. We have all these other PIDs here, fuel tank pressure and evap solenoid test. Also got fuel tank level remaining, which is 0 right now, but that could also be because the car isn't running. Fuel level sensor and fuel tank rated capacity. Here on the Lucerne again, you have the engine idling now. Here, PIDs haven't changed much, still venting. Here we got a rating bouncing around a little bit with the fuel tank pressure. Not much lower than it was with the engine off. I believe it was about -5. All these PIDs are still the same. All these as well. Yeah, the only PIDs that really changed were the fuel tank pressure.
So right here we got the smoke machine hooked up to the filler neck of the car, and then the wheel's gonna crawl underneath, and when this is turned on it should blow smoke under there by the canister vent.
Here underneath the Buick, doing a smoke machine test. The charcoal canister is over here. I thought the vent was on top of the canister. However, we're pumping smoke in the system right now. That vent should be open, but we're not getting a whole lot through here. I'll use this light. However, after a while of pushing smoke through the system, it seems like it tends to come out back here, kind of by this rocker panel and this like pinch weld here. Been running it for a second, not quite there. Not quite there.
See it?
There it is. Yeah, I can start to see it now. It's up here. Yep, there it is. So it looks like it's coming out right here somewhere, near this fender liner and the pinch weld underneath the rocker panel. Let's see if I can get my camera up there actually. I'm not seeing a whole lot on camera, but Yeah, somewhere around here. Now it's underneath the car. So maybe it's coming from the top of the canister and making its way around. Maybe it's coming out from the pinch well, but the vent is definitely letting air out like it's supposed to.